There are moments in television history when laughter masks the truth hiding just off camera, when beloved catchphrases and smiling faces distract us from the pressure, pain, and strength it took to create them. This is one of those stories. At 88 years old, Max Baer Jr. is no longer protecting myths or polishing memories. He's revealing what really happened behind one of television's most iconic shows, and the powerful, intimidating truth about Irene Ryan that few ever dared to speak. Once you hear it, you'll never watch her the same way again. Maximilian Adalbert Baer Jr. was born on December 4, 1937, in Oakland, Alameda County, California, into a household already defined by fame. His father, Max Baer Sr., was one of the most feared and celebrated figures in boxing history. As the 1934 world heavyweight champion, known for his ferocious punching power and his legendary victory over Primo Carrera, Max Sr. was larger than life. His fame brought admiration, pressure, and expectations that followed his son from the moment he was born. Yet inside the Baer household, balance came from Max's mother, Mary Ellen Sullivan. She grounded the family in education, discipline, and compassion, reminding young Max that character mattered more than headlines. Growing up as the child of a sports icon meant constant public attention, but it also taught him early that he would need to carve his own identity if he wanted to survive outside his father's shadow. That determination showed itself early. At Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento, Max Baer Jr. stood out not just for his name, but for his extraordinary athletic talent. He earned letters in 4 different sports at the same time, a rare achievement that reflected his discipline and drive. In golf, he excelled even further, winning the Sacramento Open Junior Golf Tournament twice, proving that his abilities stretched far beyond a single field or expectation. After high school, Max continued his education at Santa Clara University, a respected Jesuit institution in California. There, he earned a bachelor's degree in business administration, while also completing a minor in philosophy. It was a powerful combination, practical knowledge paired with deep thinking about life ethics and human behavior. Those studies would later become invaluable as he moved beyond acting into producing, directing, and business ventures. Max's connection to performance began earlier than most realize. In 1949, while still a child, he made his stage debut in England at the Blackpool Pavilion, appearing in a production of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That early exposure to live performance gave him first-hand experience with storytelling, timing, and audience connection, lessons that would follow him for decades. By the early 1960s, Max Baer Jr. fully entered Hollywood, signing with Warner Brothers, one of the most powerful studios of the era. He quickly became a familiar face on television, appearing in popular series such as Maverick, Surfside 6, Cheyenne, Hawaiian Eye, 77 Sunset Strip, Bronco, Sugarfoot, Follow the Sun, and It's a Man's World. These roles sharpened his craft and immersed him in the demanding pace of network television. During its golden age, despite the steady success, history would forever link Max Baer Jr. to one role above all others: Jethro Bodini on the Beverly Hillbillies, which aired from 1962 to 1971 on CBS. Jethro, the naive and well-meaning relative of Jed Clampett, became one of television's most recognizable characters. His innocence and humor embodied the show's playful contrast between rural values and urban excess. For nearly a decade, Max brought Jethro to life, becoming a household name across America. But fame came with a cost. While audiences adored Jethro, Hollywood struggled to see Max as anything else. During the height of the Beverly Hillbillies, he continued appearing in Love, American Style, and Vacation Playhouse, and he took on a film role as Sergeant Luther Liskell in the 1967 war movie A Time for Killing. Still, the shadow of Jethro followed him everywhere, limiting the roles he was offered. Rather than fight the system, Max chose to outgrow it. In 1974, he stepped behind the camera, producing and writing Macon County Line, a gritty Southern drama in which he starred as Deputy Reed Morgan. The film became both a commercial success and a critical surprise, proving that Max Baer Jr. was far more than a sitcom actor. He followed that success in 1975 by producing, writing, and directing The Wild McCulloch, and then delivered his biggest triumph behind the camera with Ode to Billy Joe in 1976. Based on the iconic song, the film became a major box office hit and solidified his reputation as a skilled filmmaker. His final directorial project, Hometown USA 1979, marked the end of his primary involvement in film direction. Beyond entertainment, Max revealed a sharp business mind. He invested in real estate and the casino industry, and even envisioned creating a full Beverly Hillbillies empire. The plan included developing Jethro's Beverly Hills mansion and themed casinos inspired by the Clampetts. He reportedly secured rights to names and likenesses from the show, blending nostalgia with entrepreneurial vision. Max's personal life, however, remained guarded. In 1966, he married Jo and Kathleen Hill during the height of his television fame. The pressures of celebrity, travel, and long working hours strained the marriage, and after 5 years, the couple divorced in 1971. He never remarried, though he was romantically linked to Victoria Principal, best known for Dallas, and model Sherry Rhodes. In 2005, Victoria Principal publicly alleged that Max had assaulted her during their past relationship. Max firmly denied the accusation, and no criminal conviction resulted. The controversy contrasted sharply with his light-hearted public image and reinforced his decision to step away from Hollywood and live a more private life. Now, at 88, reflection comes easily, and that reflection brings him back to Irene Ryan, the actress who played Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies. According to Max, she was nothing like the sweet elderly woman audiences saw on screen. She was sharp, demanding, and unyielding. A veteran of vaudeville, radio, and film, Irene had survived every era of show business. At first, she intimidated him. She could tell instantly when someone was unprepared or dishonest in their performance. She demanded professionalism, precision, and respect for the craft. Yet behind that toughness was warmth, dry humor, and a deep understanding of hardship. She had endured failed marriages and financial struggles. Long before fame finally found her, there were tensions on set. Strong personalities always collide, but Irene fiercely protected her character. She understood that Granny was not just comic relief, but the backbone of the Clampett family. Max admits he underestimated her instincts early on. She was almost always right. Even as her health declined, Irene refused to slow down. She believed audiences deserved nothing less than her best. Her death in 1971, shortly after the show ended, deeply affected Max. It felt like the closing of a chapter he could never reopen. As the final surviving cast member of the Beverly Hillbillies, Max Baer Jr. now carries the memories of an entire era on his shoulders. The laughter, the friendships, and the lessons still live through him. By finally sharing the truth about Irene Ryan, he doesn't erase the past, he completes it. If this story moved you, honor their legacy by remembering the strength behind the smiles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.